Hey, welcome back. This is Yehudit Steinberg, certified Zentangle teacher, CZT, and I've been working through Inktober Tangles 2022 with a pattern a day for 31 days, and we are on day 21. And this pattern is called BS by Midori. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce her last name. However, the people that we name when we mention the pattern, they are actually the pattern designers. They have either seen the pattern somewhere and have figured out how to create it or a lookalike with the 6-step Zentangle pattern creating process, which is a process that makes Zentangle available to anyone that can write these 4 letters. And those 4 letters are ICSO. I don't know if it went backwards or not on your end, which it may have done that, mirrored. But anyway, so today we are going to learn this pattern. It's a beautiful pattern. Looks like a rose to me, and that's what I was thinking of as I was putting the pattern together, because I would call it an intermediate pattern, at least, to create. So if you are a beginner, and here at Zen and Creativity, we are a beginners channel that teaches beginner Zentangle. And so when I was challenged with the showing you how to do this pattern, I did have to spend quite a bit of time just figuring out the real nuances of being able to do it simply. So stay tuned. It's time for the step out. We have 2 different parts to our videos for Inktober Tangles 2022. The first part is a step out, and this on the right with the 6 boxes is a step out, and it is the step out for this pattern. And I have created a step out template for you that you can download in the beginner's guide, that also has the mandala template as well. You can get that beginner's guide with the link in the description below, and it is a free guide, so it's really good value, and it's everything you need to be able to do the Inktober challenge. And this challenge can be done anytime after October, so we're almost we're 3/4 of the way through. So you may be thinking, oh, it's too late to join, but it really isn't. It's you can do a self-discovery, and you can always come here and comment on the videos for the different patterns if you have any questions or whatever, and I'll gladly answer them for you. So let's get started on this step out and jump over into the studio. So as we come and enter into my studio, gather your materials and your supplies. What I have here to show you is if you haven't been following along, this is the mandala, and we're filling in each day a different pattern. And this is how it's shaping up. And it's really, really exciting to see how beautiful all these patterns are as we weave them together. Now, today, I'm going to put pattern today right in this space there, but we will do that in the second half of this video. And I try to keep up with the timestamps. I may be a little bit I need to do a little bit of catch up on that, but I try to give that to you each time too. So if you don't want to go through the step out, you can go straight over to the mandala drawing. Okay, so I'm gonna just veer in here a little bit, and we'll get started. So this is where we're going to end up. This is the pattern that I'm going to put on after I draw the step out with you, and we'll put that into the mandala. But first, what we need to do is we need to come here, and today I'm making a stencil. These stencils are available. They were designed specifically for step outs, 4x6 for Zentangle step outs. They were designed for an instructor, and she's selling them on Etsy. I will make sure that it's added to the supply list and that you will get it in an email if you join and sign up. The link's in the description below, and you can get all the names of all the supplies that I've used during the challenge, and I'm planning on some supply demos videos afterwards. I had a question about, I use 2 different kinds of pens generally on this, at least on the step outs, and I'm using a PN right now. It's a micron PN. There it is. And I use this this 01 that either a micron or this is a Statler, and she was wanting to know, here we go, I have to put it where it doesn't go out of focus. There we go. So you see how small on the right, that Statler 01, and the PN is a plastic nib, and it is a little bit thicker line as well. All this, if you're using the Micron series, it's all the same ink. So that's the answer to that question. So let's, so then the next step is to actually put the name and the day, and this is, I guess, BS. I don't know the history behind it. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. One of my viewers let me know that one of the tangles, I didn't know how to pronounce it, and I said, if you know how, and actually she was I think she was right, and now I know that it was ICU, not ISEAU. But you know, sometimes creative new ways of doing things, not everybody knows how that goes unless you hear it and see it and have it demonstrated. All right. So now that we are going to get on with drawing this pattern. So the first step is very, very easy. We are going to draw in the center a triangle. We drew that in the pink because it lets us know that this is a new step and it's 3 straight lines, 1 little triangle. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next step, which is relatively easy too. And that, so we have our triangle in the center. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to add a couple of lines. We're going to add a line here. We're going to add a line here. And a line over here. Notice, be very attentive to notice how these lines are attached and the directions they take, because when I started this, I wasn't paying that much attention, and I don't know, I may have gotten it not exactly, but you want to have it built like this to end up with having a flower. So now in the third step, we're going to give this flower some petals. I'm going to say it looks a little bit like wings. So let's draw this again with our triangle. Add our lines. And now, we're going to start turning it into a flower. This is the center, and we're going to give it little wings. See? We're going to turn. We're going to do the same thing. Little wings. Halfway. And then we're going to turn again. And we're going to have wings. Now it gets a little tricky. Okay, so let's draw this first part, what we just did here, draw it here in black. And then I'll show you the next step. Now, one of the benefits about having these step outs is that at the end of the 31 days, you will have practiced each of those. You have to pay attention here. Each of the patterns, the tangles, and you will have drawn them several times because you were creating the step out. So you kind of understand the intricacies of the pattern better because you have been focusing on it. And I know, some people may say, oh, I don't know if I want to take the time or whatever, and that's okay. But what I've learned is that, man, I get to really understand the pattern. My lines improve because I do it 6 times. I'm working on the pattern. Okay. All right. Now, I need to pay attention because this is tricky. And I want to be able to communicate it to you. So what we're looking at here is we're going to draw wings again, but here's what I found with this is you have to pay attention to. Okay, so we're going to start on, we're going to start by making an extension of the lines. And then we're going to draw our wing affair here from this line, and then we're going to dip, and then we're going to put it right in the middle of that hump on each side. So let's go. So I'm going to draw a line here. I'm going to give a little ledge over there. And I'm going to give a ledge here. And I'm going to start at this. I'm going to have wings, and I'm going to end in the middle of that. I'm going to turn my paper here. And we're going to land over here. We're going to start here. We're going to dip once and then land. We're going to turn our paper slowly. And we're going to dip and down. Now, we're getting there, so I'm going to turn this around. Okay, now we're going to draw this one in black over here, and then I'll show you the next step. And the secret is that it's all going to be the same wing pattern. It's just how we're going to build the how you build out the outer part of this pattern, and it's really a beautiful pattern, and looks like flowers, rose, and I've drawn flowers, and it's just I just find that it's worth the effort to be able to get it, get the magic of this pattern, because it's just so beautiful. So I'm having to be really mindful as I draw this pattern, so I may not talk as much. It's easy to now we make our extensions. And then we do our next row of petals. And land in the middle there. Well, that was a little shaky thing. Okay, now The next layer is going to go from here to there. And I'm going to turn it again. And yeah, I'm taking my time here because this is a new pattern for me as well. And I want to make sure I get it right because it's a little tricky. Okay, so now we've added, now I'm going to add 3 little dots in the center so you can start seeing that it's a flower. And we're going to do this one more time, and then we're going to do it, and then we're going to draw it on our mandala. So there's one more step. So we have our, we put these lines in. Then we come and we draw these bird wings. Yeah, I have to turn it, otherwise I'm going to forget the direction. So we turn it back around. Now we give it some more. Yeah, if it wasn't for the step outs, I don't think I'd be able to draw this because I definitely don't have it. I definitely don't have it memorized. But each time I make this, draw this wing, I feel like I get the shape of it even better than it just keeps getting better. Now the next step is we put them up here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I have now, it's stumping me. Oh, here we are. Here we go. So yeah, it gets a little bit tricky around here. I kind of lost my way in the talking. There we go. So you kind of have to fill it in on the outside to give it sort of the shape you want. And then, oops. Oop. And then these three. There we go. Okay, so that is the step out, and as I mentioned, it is a little bit of a challenge. So and you could see I had a little trouble with that at the end, especially when I was talking and drawing at the same time, and I kind of lost my place, and that's part of a Zentangle that can happen. So anyway, now it's time to go draw it on the mandala, because I don't want this video to take too long, and we've gotten that complete. And now we're going to move on to part 2 for the mandala. And we do have this template available for you if you haven't downloaded it yet. The link's in the description, and it is complimentary. It is my gift to you. So here we are. This is the mandala. Thought I had a different picture here that was a little bit updated, but let's get over to the studio so we can see where we're up to. All right, so I'm going to put I'm going to attempt. So I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to do the drawing, and I'm going to put it in here. And then I'm going to send you out to see what other artists have done on videos with this particular pattern. So you can get some ideas. You can also go to Zentangle, has a free app that you can put on your phone, and there are a lot of designs, and so you can search for the different designs and see what other artists have done to get some ideas. And in the beginner's guide to the Inktober challenge, I have a link to the official guide that you can get as well, and there's a Facebook group there too that they're putting a lot of their designs, and people are coming up with some really cool designs. So I want to get started on this. So basically I'm going to turn this. Well, it's at a weird angle to draw it, but we'll work with it. And I just need to concentrate here for a minute, folks, so I get this in here correctly. Ooh. I am a little bit lost. Oh, I see. I gotta go this way. Okay. I'd say this is a real focus tangle. You have to really keep your attention. Okay. Okay, there we go. That is the pattern. I am going to do the detail work offline because it's going to take a while. And it's really tiny. So I don't want to make this too long, but I will show you what I come up with in a future video. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I think it went a little long, but I hope that you enjoyed this demonstration of oh, there it is, challenging, a challenging tile pattern. It's not necessarily a beginner's pattern, so it I would put it in the advanced. Anyway, tomorrow, the next day is day 22 tile wave. And this was a beautiful pattern too. It's a little tricky, but it was a lot of fun. And I really love the way it came out. So stay tuned. If you want to get the beginner's guide, just a quick reminder, the link's in the description. And hey, if you like this channel, I have so many things planned coming up in the future after Inktober, and I'll have some of the topics to for you to ponder in upcoming videos before the end of this challenge. So subscribe to the channel. I'm on a mission to get 100. I'm closing in, and I'll be able to have a unique URL so that you can find me on YouTube and make it easy. So thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for opting in. It's really great. And I will see you on the next video. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye for now.